Chapter 954, Liking Humans, 1. Why did he encounter such a situation the moment he entered the forbidden area? Damn it! What should we do? Xiao Changtian was also a little panicked. With his current strength, he couldn't even protect himself. A woo! Roar! At this moment, the Pai Xiu in Xiao Changshan's arms let out a very loud roar. Pi Xiu, don't be afraid. I know you're very afraid of this thing, but we can't go out now. Xiao Changtian also felt the movement of Pai Xiu, so he immediately comforted him. A woo! Roar! After Pai Xiu heard Xiao Changshan's words of comfort, he rolled his eyes helplessly. Who's afraid? I just want you to let me down. I want to deal with those skeletons. Of course, Pai Xiu was not afraid of the skeletons in front of him. Instead, he was very excited. He had finally found a good toy this time. These skeletons were just nice for him to play with. Pi Xiu, these things are really scary. Xiao Changtian didn't know why the Pai Xiu in his arms was so excited. Therefore, he said helplessly to the Pai Xiu. However, Pai Xiu didn't care about what Xiao Changtian said to him. Instead, he struggled and jumped out of Xiao Changshan's arms. Sigh! Sigh! Come back quickly, come back quickly. Those skeletons are really terrifying. Xiao Changtian didn't expect that Pai Xiu would not listen to him and run towards those skeletons. Wow! Could it be that Senior's pet was about to exert its strength? With the help of Senior's pet, those skulls are definitely no match for us. When he saw the Senior's Pai Xiu running towards those skulls, he was shocked. The faces of the people from the Yaoling sect all revealed expressions of relief. Why did that ugly freak run up there? Although the people of the Yaoling sect were relieved, the merfolk didn't look too good. Because they didn't know what that thing was. Moreover, it looked extremely ugly. Huh, what a joke. They actually let such a little thing go in to deal with the skeleton. At this moment, Yu Zhuang looked at the scene of Pai Xiu running in, and his face was full of mockery. Ha ha ha, that thing, what can such an ugly thing do? Is that person really an expert? When Yu Zhuang saw Pai Xiu running over, he couldn't help but wonder how strong the expert that their clan leader respected was. Ha ha ha, strong fish. I already said that those people are unreliable. Especially that expert. The second elder could not help but interrupt. He had followed them here this time to deal with Xiao Changtian. He and Yao Li of the Yaoling sect had been discussing countermeasures day and night for the past 2 days. What are you people gloating about? At this moment, the mermaid princess looked at them impatiently. These people just stood there and said it without hurting their backs. Senior's pet must be very powerful. These people were just jealous and only knew how to speak ill of others behind their backs. Princess. Yu Zhuang did not expect that his words would be rejected by the princess. Thus, Yu Zhuang's face immediately darkened. Princess, we have never seen that person's strength. You can't speak for them like this. Zhuang Yu said to the mermaid princess. If you knew you were strong, why didn't you go up and deal with those skeletons? You only know how to make sarcastic remarks here. The mermaid princess had long disliked this strong fish. Now that this Yu Zhuang had come to slander her senior, the mermaid princess' hatred for him had increased. Princess. Me. Yu Zhuang was instantly rendered speechless by the mermaid princess' words, and all of this was because he had mentioned Xiao Changtian. Then, Yu Zhuang threw his anger at Xiao Changtian. If it wasn't for Xiao Changtian, the princess wouldn't hate him so much. Chapter 955, Skeleton King, 1. This scene completely stunned the people from the Yaoling sect. Wasn't Senior's pet very powerful? How could he be so easily defeated by that skull? How could those skeletons be so powerful? This was too terrifying. Not only the people from the Yaoling sect, Xiao Changtian was also very nervous at the moment. He was very worried about Pai Xiu's current situation. Although Pai Xiu often made him angry, he had been with him for so long. Xiao Changtian had long had a strong relationship with Pai Xiu, but now Pai Xiu had encountered such misfortune. Xiao Changtian was very worried. Ha ha ha, I told you that ugly freak would be courting death if he went up. When Yu Zhuang saw Pai Xiu being treated like this by those skeletons, he immediately laughed loudly. That's right. He's actually pretending to be fat at a time like this. The second mermaid elder said disdainfully. His pets are already like this, let alone himself. The merfolk looked at Pai Xiu and gloated. On the other side, the skeleton also stood up and walked towards Pai Xiu. This skeleton was a man who looked to be in his 50s. His skin was fair and he wore a crown on his head. His eyes were red and he was tall and muscular. He looked mighty and domineering. This person was none other than the Skeleton Kings. His strength was very strong. He was the one who attacked Pai Xiu. He wanted to see what strength this guy had. Looking at the Pai Xiu lying on the ground, the man with the crown curled his lips into a cruel smile. Little thing, do you know how much we have paid to protect this country? After hearing the crowned man's words, Pai Xiu looked up at him with a dumbfounded expression, but then, a mocking expression appeared on his face. What did you say? Protect your broken country? Pa! You bunch of trash are just a pile of trash. Are you worthy of calling this country? You bunch of trash should leave as soon as possible. Don't embarrass yourselves here. Let me tell you, my master is much more powerful than you. If my master wanted to kill you, you would have died countless times over. I advise you to get lost quickly. Otherwise, when my master gets angry later, you'll die. Hearing Pai Xiu's words, the Skeleton King's faces turned ugly. Although Pai Xiu didn't know what this Skeleton King meant, he still mocked him without hesitation. One had to know that the reason why he was beaten so badly by the skeletons was not because he really did not have the strength to deal with the skeletons in front of him. It was because he had long noticed that something was wrong with these skeletons. He had deliberately lured the Skeleton King out. As long as he lured the Skeleton King out, he would only have to deal with it. After dealing with the Skeleton King, the other skeletons would definitely lose control. At that time, Master and the others could go over. You damn thing, you're simply courting death. The Skeleton King did not expect that this unknown thing in front of him would be so bold. Looks like that pawn just now didn't teach you a lesson. One had to know that the title of Skeleton King was not for nothing. The Skeleton King was extremely angry. He had never thought that he would be humiliated like this. Not only was he being humiliated like this, but he was also being humiliated by not playing with an ugly thing. One had to know that other people would immediately kowtow to him when they saw him. However, this ugly thing in front of him was actually so arrogant. Moreover, the other skeletons were still looking at him like this. How could he still have any face left? It's just that one thing, and it still ran up so overestimating its own strength. It's really laughable. Yao Li looked at the scene in front of her and said mockingly. This time, he wanted to see Xiao Changtian make a fool of himself. This would make everyone think that Xiao Changtian was a hypocrite. Chapter 956, The Charm of the Senior, 1. The reason why Xiao Changtian was so certain that the Pai Xiu in front of him was not his Pai Xiu was because his sixth sense told him. There was definitely something wrong with this Pai Xiu in front of him. Sob sob sob, how unlucky. He didn't expect that he would be wronged for being diligent. At this moment, Pai Xiu was extremely sad. If he had known, he would not have been the one to stand out. The others didn't know what Xiao Changtian and Pai Xiu were talking about. Therefore, they thought that Desolate was teaching his pet a lesson. It must have been because his pet was too slow to kill skeleton. Expert, the expert is really too powerful. The mermaid princess looked at Xiao Changtian with admiration. This human was really powerful. Although he had never seen his strength, his pets were so powerful. That meant that his strength was even more heaven-defying. TSK. What was there to pretend about? Didn't he just defeat those skeletons? Of course, Yu Zhuang also noticed the mermaid princess expression. Then, anger appeared on his face again. He had to teach Xiao Changtian a lesson. Xiao Changtian was still looking at the Pai Xiu in front of him angrily. Looking at Xiao Changshan's furious expression, Pai Xiu finally compromised. Forget it, forget it. If I don't admit it, Master will probably continue to waste time with me. Pai Xiu looked at Xiao Changtian helplessly and then climbed up to his pants. A woo! Roar! Xiao Changshan's angry expression instantly disappeared when he saw Pai Xiu accurately pounce on his money bag. I knew it. The Pai Xiu just now must have been possessed by something. Otherwise, why would he act like that? Xiao Changtian had heard from others that even these demonic beasts had the possibility of being possessed. Therefore, Xiao Changtian didn't dare to be too careless when he saw Pai Xiu's abnormal reaction. Senior, your pet is simply too powerful. At this moment, the mermaid princess slowly walked to Xiao Changshan's side and said with a smile. No, 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 princess, you're exaggerating. This guy is usually delicious, and his laziness isn't even worth mentioning. Xiao Changtian wouldn't say that the Pai Xiu was so powerful because it was possessed. Master, you're so humble. Such a powerful pet is really enviable. However, the mermaid princess didn't know what Xiao Changtian was thinking. She thought that Xiao Changtian didn't want to be too ostentatious. Right, princess, since these skeletons have been destroyed, we should hurry up and leave. Xiao Changtian didn't want to continue this topic with the mermaid princess. If he was exposed later, he would be finished. However, the mermaid princess noticed that it seemed that Xiao Changtian didn't want to talk to her too much. So she thought to herself, very good, kid, you have successfully attracted my attention. This was because the mermaid princess had been the center of attention since she was born, and she had always been a man of her word. Therefore, no man would reject her conversation. However, Xiao Changtian didn't care about her at all, which piqued the mermaid princess' interest. Stop looking, stop looking. Strong fish, let's hurry up and follow them. After the people in front left, the second elder shouted at Yu Zhuang. Damn Xiao Changtian. Just you wait. In the end, Yu Zhuang followed him reluctantly. Sigh, look at Senior's charm. That's right. That mermaid princess was charmed by Senior so quickly. The mermaid princess' actions naturally attracted the attention of the members of the Jade-Chilling sect. Hence, the members of the Jade-Chilling sect looked at them excitedly. Our Senior is one of the strongest. Even I, a man, have been charmed by Senior, let alone the mermaid princess. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 957, I'm going to see it personally, 1. The second mermaid elder said disdainfully after hearing their words. But this is also good. Since we split up, we can better deal with that human. Then second elder, how should we deal with that human? At this moment, Yu Zhuang also came over. He had long wanted to teach that human a lesson, and it just so happened that the human wanted to move alone. Don't worry about that. We just need to follow that person first. On the other side, the mermaid princess immediately went up to Xiao Changtian when she heard that he was going to act alone. Expert, since my father has already said that we should follow you, then let me follow you this time. What? Mermaid princess, are you sure you want to follow me? Xiao Changtian looked at the mermaid princess helplessly. With his strength, he couldn't even protect himself in this forbidden land. If this mermaid was injured in the forbidden land with him, wouldn't the mermaid race patriarch find trouble with him if he went out? Master, not only does the princess want to follow you, we also want to follow you. At this moment, the mermaid race's first elder walked over with the second mermaid elder and a few other mermaids. All right then. Since you all want to do this, then follow me. These mermaid race elders were definitely powerful. When the time came, he might be able to avoid some danger by following them. When second elder and the others saw how easily Xiao Changtian agreed, they immediately smiled brightly. They wanted to show Xiao Changtian how powerful they were in the forbidden area. Compared to Xiao Changshan's group, which had many mermen following them, the Jaded Jade sect only had a few mermen. They would not forget the mission the clan leader had given them this time. They had to watch these humans carefully. If these humans dared to do anything to harm the merfolk, they would not let them off easily. Just like that, Xiao Changtian led the group of mermaids into the forbidden area. At this moment, inside the spiritual forbidden zone. Damn it, how can this big black monkey be so powerful? These few demons had suffered the black monkey's evil hands. When they realized that something was wrong, Shang-Chi had already lost his breath. None of them had expected that all of this was because of this big black monkey. This big black monkey's strength was also not ordinary and tyrannical. Don't worry about it, I've already gotten the teleportation artifact, let's hurry up and leave. Daoist Hun Yi said to the other saintesses with his body covered in blood. At this moment, the few of them could not care less about missions. Their lives were more important at the moment. At this time, the demon god and demon flame of the demon world also felt that something was wrong. The lamps of Saint 7 and Saint 8 were actually extinguished. That Xiao Changtian is really difficult to deal with. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked ahead angrily and said fiercely. He had sent out so many people and lost so many subordinates, but in the end, he could not do anything to Xiao Changtian. This made Sacred Lord Demonic Flame extremely unwilling. Mo Yen, the Demon Master is in a very bad condition. If we don't get the Jade Green Saint Rock back, the Demon Lord won't let us off easily after he wakes up. The Demon God Saintess was also furious. Xiao Changtian had ruined so many of their plans, but they, the mighty demon race, couldn't do anything to him. I don't care. I'm going to use my clone to take a look personally. In the end, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame said slowly after calming down. He didn't believe that he couldn't deal with Xiao Changtian himself. On the other side, Xiao Changtian led these people to the forbidden area according to the map. Except for the Great Elder, who was very afraid of Xiao Changtian, the rest of the mermen were all staring at him with sinister eyes. Io, I can't take it anymore, I can't take it. At this moment, Yu Zhuang suddenly shouted at the people in front of him. If you find any errors, ads pop-up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 958, Senior actually likes this kind, 1. Just as Xiao Changtian was about to leave, the mermaid princess suddenly said, she didn't want to stay here and watch that useless Yu Zhuang. She felt annoyed when she looked at Yu Zhuang. Princess. Yu Zhuang saw that the mermaid princess wanted to go with Xiao Changtian. Although he was unwilling, he thought about his next plan and endured it. Just like that, Xiao Changtian brought the mermaid princess to the distance to search for the returning grass. Princess, where does this harem often appear? Xiao Changtian looked at the mermaid princess and asked. Although the second elder had told him what that hoplocalyx looked like, Xiao Changtian still wanted to find something to talk about when he saw how dull the two were on the road. Siha, mermaid princess. A great beauty of the mermaid race. He's right beside me now. Compared to Xiao Changtian, who was very calm, Pai Xiu was very excited as he followed behind Xiao Changtian. He didn't expect to be able to get so close to a mermaid beauty one day. Following his master was really too enjoyable. Huh, senior, if we're lucky, we'll be able to find that thing soon. When the mermaid princess saw that Xiao Changtian was talking to her, she laughed happily. As expected, no one can resist my beauty. Even if it was an expert, wouldn't he fall for her now? No, it should be under her mermaid skirt. Oh woo, oh woo. Just as the mermaid princess finished speaking, Pai Xiu couldn't help but run over and rub her feet. F***ck. Senior's pet is ugly. However, before the mermaid princess could hear Xiao Changshan's reply, she saw Xiao Changshan's ugly pet crawl to her feet. Heh, senior, may I know what breed your pet is? The mermaid princess had never seen such an ugly thing before. I picked it up by the roadside. I quite like it, so I've been keeping it by my side. Xiao Changtian didn't want to reveal Pai Xiu's identity. After all, Pai Xiu had helped him find so many gold coins. How could Xiao Changtian not like Pai Xiu? However, looking at Pai Xiu's fawning appearance, Xiao Changtian felt a little helpless. Why didn't he realize that Pai Xiu was so lecherous in the beginning? Senior, you said you like this? When Xiao Changtian said that he liked the ugly thing under his feet, the mermaid princess seemed to have been struck by lightning. Then, his eyes widened. No way. No way. Senior, how could you possibly like this thing? This thing was so ugly. There was probably nothing uglier than it in the world. Could it be that Senior had no sense of aesthetics? That's right. If I don't have him, he'll definitely be sad to death. How could Xiao Changtian bear to let Pai Xiu, this treasure, get hurt? He was still waiting for Pai Xiu to find gold coins for him. We're done for. We're done for. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the mermaid princess muttered in disbelief. No wonder Senior had always been so uninterested in him. Now, he finally found the reason. It turned out that Senior didn't like beautiful ones, but rather ugly ones. What should the mermaid princess do? Even the mermaid princess couldn't be this ugly. Awoo! Roar! Pai Xiu saw that the mermaid princess did not reject his approach, so he added more. Looking at the mermaid princess' tail, Pai Xiu licked it. Ah! The mermaid princess was completely frightened. She had met someone special. In the end, he actually met such a human, and this human was so lecherous. What are you doing? Don't bully the princess, or I won't let you off. Xiao Changtian was also shocked by the mermaid princess. However, when he saw that all of this was because of Pai Xiu, anger instantly appeared on his face. Sigh, as expected, I shouldn't have appeared. Even if this thing offended me, Senior only taught it a lesson verbally. The mermaid princess looked at the scene between the man and the beast, and her heart ached even more. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 959, Why Are You Doing This to Me? 1. It really hurts. The moment he looked at Xiao Changtian, Yuzhuang laid down on the ground again. Quick, brother, this is the return weed you wanted. Quick, elder, let him eat it. Xiao Changtian didn't expect the mermaid's condition to become so serious. Before they left, the mermaid's face was still a little rosy. He didn't expect her face to turn pale. Yuzhuang wasn't shocked by Xiao Changshan's return weed. What shocked him was that Xiao Changtian actually walked over. No, I'm not. I must be hallucinating. Impossible, the person in front of him couldn't be Xiao Changtian. Yuzhuang instantly closed his eyes, no longer looking at Xiao Changtian. Hey, elder, why aren't you moving? Look at this mermaid brother, he's in so much pain that he can't even open his eyes. Xiao Changtian looked at the second elder who was standing there in shock. At such an urgent moment, he was still in the mood to be in a daze. At this moment, Elder Air was extremely shocked. His pupils contracted as he looked at Xiao Changtian. This is impossible. As long as it was a human who entered this array formation, there would definitely be no chance of survival. How could this Xiao Changtian walk in so easily? Furthermore, he can walk freely in the array formation. All of this is fake, right? The second elder could not believe that there was actually a problem with his array formation. This human was actually not injured at all because of his array formation. 2. Second elder, is this true? When Yuzhuang opened his eyes again, Xiao Changtian was still standing in front of him. She even smiled at him. This was simply too terrifying. Aya, this thing is real. I saw Senior pluck it with my own eyes. The mermaid princess said impatiently. These two people were really dilly-dallying. He was already in a bad mood. This strong fish was still like this. It was really annoying. Seeing a strong merman like Yuzhuang acting like a woman, the mermaid princess wanted to slap him to vent her anger. Hurry up and eat it. The second elder was very depressed at this moment, so he stuffed the return alligator into Yuzhuang's mouth. Woo! Woo! Yuzhuang didn't expect that he would be the one injured in the end. However, second elder, there is something wrong with the formation. You can't take it out on me. If he didn't have a disease in that area, he definitely wouldn't be able to help but lose weight if he ate it. He did not expect the second elder to stuff it into his mouth without hesitation. As expected, the strong fish that he had just eaten had a reaction at this moment. D***mn, this thing is actually so poisonous. At that moment, a huge stench of fart instantly swept across everyone present. Even the few mermaids standing guard in the distance could not help but cover their mouths and noses. Strong fish. You're so **king disgusting. The mermaid princess couldn't help but curse at Yuzhuang. It's over. It's over. Seeing that everyone around him was looking at him with the same gaze, strong fish finally couldn't take it anymore and ran away while covering his butt. This time, he had lost all his face. Even the princess hated him. Princess, don't be too angry. This is human nature. After all, you can't control yourself. Xiao Changtian couldn't help but laugh as he watched Yuzhuang's figure escape. Haha, that's right. Princess, don't be angry, don't be angry. At this moment, the second elder came back to his senses awkwardly. Who would have thought that she would stuff the food into Yuzhuang's mouth in anger? Yuzhuang, it's the elder who has let you down. They'll have to trouble you this time. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 960, How Dare You Vomiting on Me, 1. This time, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame had paid a huge price. Not only did he spend 2 drops of his blood essence, but he also killed at least 100 demons to provide demonic chi. It was to ensure that nothing would go wrong this time. Ha ha ha, Xiao Changtian, let's see where you can run to this time. My demonic flame Sacred Lord. He's here. After saying that, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame closed her eyes in the cave. Then, she opened her eyes. At that moment, Xiao Changtian looked at the 2 people in front of him and sighed helplessly. Oh right, why haven't I seen First Elder and the others? At this moment, the mermaid princess looked around but didn't see the First Elder and the others. Oh, isn't this the Great Elder who was also anxious when he saw Yuzhuang and wanted to help him look for him? I didn't expect you to come back so quickly, the second mermaid elder explained to the mermaid princess. He wouldn't say that he had purposely left the place because he needed to create a formation. In that case, let's go forward while looking for the Great Elder. Xiao Changtian suggested. Since this place was so terrifying, he should finish searching and leave as soon as possible. Although the mermaid's second elder was unwilling, he could only follow after the mermaid princess. Hey, Second elder, you haven't replied to me. Are your eyes uncomfortable? Yu Zhuang looked at the mermaid elder in confusion. You trash, shut up. The second mermaid elder glared at him impatiently before ignoring him. Hey! You're clearly the one who can't do it. Why are you dragging me into this now? Yu Zhuang didn't know what the second mermaid elder was thinking. He was clearly trying to convince himself that there was absolutely no problem with the formation, but now that there was a problem, he was blaming him. At that time, not far from Xiao Changshan's courtyard. Ha ha ha, this is the place. Xiao Changtian, let's see where you can run to this time. Looking at Xiao Changshan's courtyard, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame smiled proudly. This time, he would personally attack Xiao Changtian and catch him off guard. The rest of the people didn't go back, so the Demonic Flame Sacred Lord didn't know that Xiao Changtian had left the courtyard. Hiss! Why did he feel the aura of a demon? At this moment, the Kirin in the small courtyard suddenly raised its head and looked around. Sigh, it must be because I haven't encountered demons for too long that I'm hallucinating. Immediately after, Qilin focused his gaze on what was in front of him. He wanted to snatch 2 fish from the white tiger's mouth. To be honest, Qilin had never eaten fish before. However, this white tiger was really stingy, giving him 1. It was not even enough to fill the gaps between his teeth. I'll sneak in quietly and kill Xiao Changtian. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame had already formed a plan in her mind. Now, everything was ready. All that was left was the east wind. Just like that, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame sneaked into the courtyard. Because his body had fused with his abilities this time, others could not see him. That was why he was so confident that he could kill Xiao Changtian in one go. Alright, it's at the door in front. However, just as Sacred Lord Demonic Flame turned the corner, Qilin suddenly appeared in front of her. F***CK. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's heart jumped into her throat. However, he quickly calmed down. Damn it, I almost forgot. No one can see me when I come over. Even beasts can't see it. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame stood in front of Qilin and looked at him smugly. Ugh. Just as Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at the Qilin in front of him smugly and was about to say that it wouldn't add him, the Qilin instantly vomited all of its vomit onto the Demonic Flame Sacred Lord. F. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame couldn't hold it in anymore and cursed. Motherf *****. How dare you vomit on me? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame glared at the Qilin in front of him as if he wanted to eat him alive. What, or there's a sound. Ugh. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 961, The Mermaid Was Shocked, 1. Could it be that some strange creature had appeared again? Motherf ****. Which B** starred was it? You're poisoning me here. Under everyone's horrified gazes, a huge mermaid slowly appeared in their line of sight from afar. Human. Mermaid King. When the merfolk saw that figure, their faces instantly turned pale. Bang! Bang! In an instant, everyone present knelt down with a thud. The Mermaid King's lower body alone was as tall as 3 mermaids. Mermaid King, we didn't mean to offend you this time. Please forgive us. The great elder who was kneeling on his head trembled slightly as he spoke to the Mermaid King. So it's you bastards who actually dared to poison this king. But do you think this king will let you off so easily? When the Mermaid King saw these people, the anger on his face grew even stronger. But we didn't poison you. It's just that a mermaid had diarrhea. Xiao Changtian didn't kneel down like the merfolk. Instead, he stood there in a daze and looked at the Mermaid King. Human. Ha! It was really strange to see humans here. However, the Mermaid King didn't give them a good look. Instead, he looked at Xiao Changtian with disdain. "Human, why didn't you kneel when you saw this king?" "No, I'm not a mermaid. Why should I kneel?" Although Xiao Changtian didn't know why the Mermaid King was here, he wasn't afraid at all. "Senior. That was our Mermaid King. An existence that no one in our mermaid race dares to provoke." Seeing Xiao Changshan's reckless attitude, the mermaid princess immediately tried to persuade him. Although Senior wasn't interested in him, he still had to remind him. "That's right. Expert, you're dragging us down by doing this." The other merfolk were terrified. This human actually dared to speak to the Mermaid King like this. He must have had enough of living. "Hee, you're just a small ordinary person, yet you dare to be so bold to treat this king like this. All right then, I'll start with you." After the Mermaid King finished speaking, he didn't hesitate at all and threw a slap at Xiao Changtian. "We're done for. We're done for." Everyone who saw this scene closed their eyes. The one who dealt with Xiao Changtian was none other than their Mermaid King. Although he didn't know how it had suddenly disappeared many years ago. However, his strength was unquestionable. He was no match for the Mermaid King. After this voice sounded, everyone's expression changed. It seemed that Xiao Changtian was completely finished. "No, are you making a scene from here?" However, before they could open their eyes, they didn't hear the Mermaid King's voice, but Xiao Changshan's disdainful voice. "How? What was going on? This. What's going on?" After opening their eyes, everyone's pupils constricted. His face was filled with disbelief. This was because the scene in front of them was not what they had imagined. At this moment, Xiao Changtian was holding the Mermaid King's palm in disdain. The Mermaid King, who was being held by Xiao Changtian, no longer had the arrogance from before. However, his eyes had already shrunk into pinholes. He looked at Xiao Changtian as if he was looking at a monster. "Heh, such trash still dares to come out and play tricks. You overestimate yourself." Xiao Changtian had let the system detect his strength a second before the Mermaid King made his move. He had thought that the Mermaid King must be very strong to be able to scare these mermaids so badly. In the end, he only had 6 points of cultivation, not even 10 points. This made Xiao Changtian even more disdainful. "Before. Senior, I know I was wrong. Please let me live." The Mermaid King looked at Xiao Changtian and didn't dare to be so impudent anymore. What a joke, this human in front of him was not a mortal. This was clearly a god. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 962, Stay Away From Me, 1. He was just pretending. Looking at these merfolk, Xiao Changtian couldn't help but comfort them. These mermaids were still trying to persuade him at the critical moment, even though they were clearly so afraid. They didn't want to drag him down. This meant that these merfolk were all kind. 2. It was too terrifying. The Mermaid King didn't take him seriously, so he wouldn't dare to provoke him again. The second elder muttered in fear after hearing Xiao Changshan's words. "Phew, first elder, second elder, I feel much better after this." At this moment, Yu Zhuang's voice came from afar. At this moment, Yu Zhuang was walking towards them with light steps. "Strong fish. It's all because of you." Seeing Yu Zhuang, the mermaid princess' face darkened once again. If it wasn't for the fact that Yu Zhuang had gone far away to deal with it, how could the Mermaid King have appeared? Fortunately, Senior had saved them again this time. Otherwise, these mermaids would have been dead by now. "Duke, princess. What was going on? Why is it because of me?" Yu Zhuang looked at everyone present with a dumbfounded expression. He realized that it wasn't just the mermaid princess who was looking at him. Even the other mermaids were looking at him in the same way. No way, the person outside was pulling, and the pot came from the sky. I didn't do anything wrong. Why was he always the unlucky one? Why were they all looking at him like that? At this moment, Yu Zhuang was very confused. Hey, second elder, what's going on? Yu Zhuang, who was confused, slowly walked to the side of the mermaid's second elder and asked softly. Get lost. Stay away from me. The second elder was already very panicked and depressed, but he suddenly smelled the smell of feces. Thus, he looked at Yu Zhuang who was walking over and said fiercely. Not only second elder, but everyone else also covered their mouths and noses and looked at him with disgust. I'm really innocent. Yu Zhuang felt that he was more wronged than Do-yi before. Senior, the thing, I've already brought the thing for you. At this moment, the Mermaid King's voice sounded again. Although the Mermaid King was extremely unwilling, Xiao Changshan's strength was simply too strong. Even if he cultivated for another 100 years, he wouldn't dare to resist such a god-level figure. Moreover, although the spirit tree seed was very important to him, without the spirit tree seed, he would not be able to absorb the ability. In other words, he would never be able to go out in his life. However, there was still a difference between not being able to go out in this lifetime and dying here now. Therefore, the Mermaid King could only obediently take out the spirit tree seed. Ah! Just as everyone watched the Mermaid King approach, Strong Fish suddenly cried out in surprise. What the F***ck are you doing? You scared me. The second elder, who had finally calmed down a little, was scared out of his wits by Yu Zhuang's shout. No, I'm not. No. The Mermaid King. Yu Zhuang was terrified. That was the Mermaid King. Why didn't they react? Shut up. In the end, the mermaid elder picked up the seaweed on the ground and stuffed it into his mouth. That's more like it. On the other side, Xiao Changtian finally smiled when he saw the spirit tree seed in the Mermaid King's hand. Now that he had found another spirit tree seed, he was one step closer to exchanging for spatial coordinates. Ha ha ha. Human. Do you really think I'll give you the item so easily? However, just as Xiao Changtian was about to take the seed from the Mermaid King's hand, the Mermaid King's face suddenly turned ferocious. If he could not leave this place for the rest of his life, he would have to bury this human in his grave. Not good. The Mermaid King was furious. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 963, Touching My Boobs, 1. The second elder finally couldn't help but give Yu Zhuang a hand. He wondered how this retard, Yu Zhuang, had grown up. F***ck, I was just asking. Why is my head buzzing from being beaten? At this moment, Yu Zhuang felt even more wronged. So the clown was him. Give it to me. Xiao Changtian impatiently took the seed from the Mermaid King and ignored him. After all, this guy actually dared to touch her chest. Who knew what he would do later? Since we've already obtained the item, let's go meet up with the people from the Yaoling sect and return. Xiao Changtian calculated the time. It had been a week since he came here. This was much faster than he had thought. He wondered if the people from the Yaoling sect had found what they were looking for. Alright, senior, let's go now. At this moment, Xiao Changshan's image in the hearts of the masses had completely changed. Now, Xiao Changtian was like a god in their hearts. Even the Mermaid King that they were all afraid of was easily controlled by Xiao Changtian. Just like that, everyone followed Xiao Changshan's footsteps and returned to the original path. At that time, in the demon realm. Ha ha ha, this time, I'm going to forge a golem that's even stronger than the last one. With this puppet, no one can be my match. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at her new self in satisfaction. Last time, he had spent so many things. He did not expect to be killed so easily. This time, he had spent 5 times more than the last time. Not only did it consume 10 points of blood essence, but it also absorbed the demonic chi of hundreds and thousands of demons to refine it. This time, no one could stop him. Demonic Flame, looks like you've gotten twice the result with half the effort this time. You actually prepared so hard. At this moment, the demon god Saintess voice suddenly sounded. This time, I will make desolate Changtian disappear from this world. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's horrified laughter echoed throughout the cave. On the other side, the mermaid tribe chief stood outside the forbidden area, still guarding it day and night. His precious daughter was still with that person and had not come out. This made him feel uneasy. Although he didn't know what kind of treasure was in the forbidden area, even if that expert took it, he wouldn't have the ability to stop it. At that moment, Xiao Changtian was slowly walking forward. Wait. Why did it seem like there were a few people there? Xiao Changtian narrowed his eyes and looked into the distance. He wasn't sure if it was a person, so he looked again. Zong. Sect Master. That was a senior. Senior has come to save us. They didn't know what was in the distance, but it was the people from the Yaoling sect. They had already gotten their hands on the human fish glue and were about to meet up with the senior at the entrance when they encountered this monster. The monster spat out a thick black liquid that enveloped them all. Therefore, they looked like black worms squirming. Hurry up. It's really senior. Hurry up and shout for help. The Grand Master of the Majestic Jade sect was also looking at Xiao Changtian in surprise. Senior must have sensed that they were in danger, so he came to save them. Otherwise, why would Senior come to such a remote place? Senior. Senior. Come and save us. Come and save us. In an instant, the people from the Majestic Jade sect shouted at Xiao Changtian in the distance with all their might. It's confirmed. Those things were not humans. He could actually make such a ghostly cry. Xiao Changtian was about to step forward to take a look, but he didn't expect the thing to make such a tragic sound. Perhaps those things were monsters. They had better leave quickly. Thus, Xiao Changtian called out to the people behind him and walked to the other side without looking back. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 964, Where Did He Go? 1, Zong. Sect Master, why? Why did Senior leave? When they thought Xiao Changtian would come to save them, he left without looking back. No, not. No way, Senior wouldn't abandon us just like that, right? Even the sect master of the Majestic Jade sect couldn't believe that Xiao Changtian had left just like that. However, the second senior brother looked at Xiao Changshan's back fiercely. Damn it, those merfolk didn't do anything to him. He was still alive and well. However, just as these people were wailing, a whip suddenly whipped them. What the hell are you guys shouting about? All of you, be quiet, do you hear me? A huge octopus looked at the people present with a cold expression. These humans had actually barged into this place without any eyes. No matter what, he would not let them go. Octopus. Octopus. It was over. It's over. At this moment, the Mermaid King rushed over. King, what's wrong? Why are you in such a hurry? The octopus, who had just taught these humans a lesson, turned around and saw the Mermaid King's panicked face. There's an expert in our forbidden area right now. He even snatched my spirit tree seed away. The Mermaid King complained to the octopus in front of him. But even though he took all my things, I'm not his match at all. What? Great King. Someone actually snatched your things. You can't beat him. And a human. Octopus seemed to have heard something big. He couldn't believe that there was still someone here who was a match for the Mermaid King. How strong was the Mermaid King? That was a true Saint King. If he hadn't stayed in this forbidden area, he would have long dominated the entire Eastern Sea. Now, someone had stolen his things, and it seemed that the Mermaid King was very afraid. Anyway, I came to tell you that the expert hasn't left yet. You should take note. After the Mermaid King finished speaking, he carefully looked around. How can a human make the king so afraid? The octopus was puzzled as it watched the Mermaid King leave in a hurry and then looked at the humans tied up by it. At that time, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame went to Xiao Changshan's courtyard again. Let's see where you can run to this time. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame didn't believe that such a powerful puppet couldn't deal with him. Just like that, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame sneaked into Xiao Changshan's courtyard. Qilin, you said you want to eat chicken. Do you think this chicken is okay? Just as Sacred Lord Demonic Flame walked into the courtyard, a figure suddenly walked out of the room. It was Feng Ling, who was holding a chicken in her left hand and a knife in her right hand. Thank you, Sister Ling. Of course. Feng Ling was now fighting with all the animals in the small courtyard. Therefore, he was not afraid of these immortal beasts now. These immortal beasts were also very dependent on her. Under the watchful eyes of the demonic flame Sacred Lord, Feng Ling actually came in front of him with a saber in hand. F***CK. What is this little girl doing? The demonic flame Holy Lord could clearly sense that the saber in Feng Ling's hand was not an ordinary saber. It looked like a sacred artifact. No way. They shouldn't have discovered me. My puppets have leveled up so much. Seeing Feng Ling walk over with the saint-grade artifact, the demonic flame Sacred Lord stood rooted to the ground, not daring to move. Cluck cluck dash, just as the demonic flame Sacred Lord's heart was about to beat, Feng Ling finally stopped. Stop shouting. I'll give you a quick death. Feng Ling, who was standing in front of the demonic flame Sacred Lord, killed the chicken in her hand with a single slash. Ha! Ha! I knew that my puppet was so powerful. How could it be discovered? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at the chicken blood on the ground and heaved a sigh of relief. However, why does this girl look so weak, but she actually has such a powerful artifact? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at the chicken blood on the ground in a daze. Forget it, I don't want to think so much. I should hurry up and find Xiao Changtian. Then, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame quietly walked toward the broken latrines. Squeak dash, there's actually no one in this room. Then let's go to the next one. Squeak dash, there's actually no one in this room. Damn it. That Xiao Changtian really knows how to hide. Forget it, let's go to the next room and take a look. Squeak dash, not good. Murderous intent. Just as Sacred Lord Demonic Flame opened the third door, she suddenly felt an extremely fierce attack that seemed to have been premeditated. Phew, luckily I dodged quickly. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at the door with lingering fear. However, the thing that was thrown at her seemed to be a pillow. White Tiger, aren't you afraid that Sister Ling will beat you up? He actually messed up Sister Ling's things. The Qilin looked at the White Tiger in the room and said loudly. Aya. What do you know? I'm just messing it up so that Sister Ling can exercise her body. White Tiger said loudly in the room. Damn it. He's not in this room either. When Sacred Lord Demonic Flame saw the situation before her, her expression gradually turned cold. Damn it, where did Xiao Changtian go? There were only a few rooms in this place. He had searched all of them, but he did not see him. However, the Sister Ling that they're talking about seems to be that little girl. Why don't I go and threaten that little girl? That little girl's strength is so weak. He would definitely expose Xiao Changtian. These demonic beasts were not easy for Sacred Lord Demonic Flame to deal with, but couldn't Sacred Lord Demonic Flame deal with that weak little girl? Just like that, Sacred Lord Demon Flame sneaked behind Foam Ling again. Bang! 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 At this moment, Foam Ling was holding a Saint Grade saber and cutting up those chickens. He actually used a Saint Treasure saber to cut a chicken. What a waste! The Demonic Flame Sacred Lord glanced at Foam Ling in disdain. What was going on? Why is this saber so weak? Just as the Demonic Flame Sacred Lord was about to attack, Foam Ling suddenly stopped what she was doing. She looked at the knife in her hand and casually threw it behind her. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame didn't expect to be so unlucky. The knife that Foam Ling had casually thrown had landed on his head. Your grandmother! How dare you plot against me? Because the puppet he had created this time was much stronger, even the sense of pain was connected to Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's main body. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was trembling uncontrollably, and she found it difficult to breathe. She felt as if she had been split in half. Chapter 965, Another Hit, 1, Aya. Why did I throw away Senior's favorite saber? Although that one is blunt, it's the most convenient for Senior to use. If someone comes looking for me before I come back, that won't be good. Just as the Demonic Flame Sacred Lord was trying to adjust her body, Foam Ling turned around and took the saber back. Bang bang B***tch. Today, I will make you die a horrible death. After adjusting himself, the Demonic Flame Sacred Lord glared at Foam Ling's back fiercely. However, before the Sacred Lord could make a move, the kitchen knife flew over again. This time, if it hit Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's face in a daze. Aya, this knife is too blunt. It can't even cut the chicken. I should just throw it away. When Senior comes back, he shouldn't blame me. After Foam Ling finished speaking, she went to the side to get a new kitchen knife. At this moment, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was in so much pain that she almost fainted. Twice, he was slashed by this slut with a sacred artifact. I'm in so much pain. At this moment, the demonic god Saintess, who was standing in the cave, looked at Sacred Lord Demonic Flame with a strange expression. What's going on with this demonic flame? Why did he suddenly start twisting like a maggot when he was meditating? The demonic god Saintess didn't know what Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's puppet had experienced in Xiao Changshan's courtyard. As for Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's puppet, although it was invisible, it didn't mean that a sacred artifact couldn't attack it. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame might not have felt anything if it was an ordinary artifact, but this was a god-grade artifact. The Demonic Flame Sacred Lord's puppet had lost a lot of demonic power because of Foam Ling's 2 attacks. It was equivalent to 2/3 of the energy he had consumed. Sister Ling. Is it done? Are you done? At this moment, Qilin ran in and asked. I'm almost there. It'll be done soon. I don't think Senior will be coming back for a while, so you shouldn't cause any trouble these days. After Foam Ling finished speaking to the Qilin, she continued with her actions. What? Xiao Changtian wasn't home. He wouldn't be back for a while. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame, who was already in extreme pain, almost fainted when she heard this. In the end, the clown was me. This puppet had a shelf life to begin with, and it was almost exhausted. Therefore, he didn't even make it to Xiao Changshan's return. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was about to explode from anger. Why was the situation completely different from what he had imagined? Moreover, he had refined 2 puppets at once this time. He would need to rest for at least half a year before he could carry out the next refinement. Good heavens, in the end, he had made such a scene for himself. Xiao Changtian, just you wait, I will definitely come back. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame said fiercely before disappearing completely. On the other side, in the Mermaid Forbidden Land, Xiao Changtian brought everyone to the entrance. However, they had waited here for a long time, but the sect master of the Yaoling sect and the others had not arrived. Princess, is it very difficult to find your mermaid isinglass? Xiao Changtian finally couldn't help but ask. Senior, although our clan doesn't have human isinglass, it should be very easy to find it in this forbidden area. The mermaid princess replied respectfully. She didn't want Xiao Changtian to take a fancy to her anymore. She only hoped that Xiao Changtian wouldn't deal with the mermaid race. That shouldn't be the case. It's been so long. If they found it, they would have come back long ago. Xiao Changtian was very confused at the moment. According to the speed of the people from the Jade Chilling sect, they shouldn't have returned by now. Could it be? The group of monsters he had just encountered, eat the people of the Yaoling sect. How about this, princess? I'll go and look for her first. Thinking of this possibility, Xiao Changtian felt his hair stand on end. This forbidden land was simply too terrifying. No wonder the mermaids of the mermaid race did not dare to step in. Thus, Xiao Changtian quickly walked in the direction he came from. On the other side, the people from the Yaoling sect were on the verge of tears as they helped the giant octopus with its work. Hurry up, what are you humans doing? If you can't even do such a small job well, if you can't finish it before dark, don't even think about eating. The big octopus said fiercely to the people from Yaolin sect. Sob. I never thought that our dignified Jade Nether Kingdom's third largest sect would be reduced to moving these stinky fish and rotten prawns here. The people from the Yaoling sect seem to have lost all hope. It must be because Senior despises us as burdens. Sob. Am I going to be enslaved by octopuses for the rest of my life? The people of the Yaoling sect had never expected that Xiao Changtian would run away after glancing at them from afar. Sect Master, if you can pass on a message, please help me tell my family that I might not be able to return. Sect Master, help me tell my sister. Sect Master, I also, damn it. What was going on? Those great demons were the people of the Yaolin sect. When Xiao Changtian returned, he was stunned by the scene in front of him. The people from the Yaoling sect were all wrapped in something black and lying on the ground. What are they looking like now? Could it be that they were cosplaying in this place? Xiao Changtian narrowed his eyes and looked at them from behind. Damn it, I waited there for so long, but they got addicted to playing here. Thinking of this possibility, Xiao Changtian immediately walked over angrily. Hey! What are you people trying to do? Do you know how long I've been waiting for you there? After hearing the voice behind them, the people lying in front of them were all stunned. Sect Master, listen, it seems to be Senior's voice. Alright. What seemed like? It's me. Xiao Changtian shouted at them impatiently. Senior, you're here to save us. After hearing this voice, those people all turned their heads in surprise. Senior, I knew you wouldn't abandon us. After the people from the majestic Jade sect saw Xiao Changtian, hope once again emerged. Hey! What are you all doing there? At this moment, the giant octopus walked over angrily. You humans are so cunning. None of you can eat tonight. However, just as the octopus finished speaking, it suddenly noticed Xiao Changtian standing at the side. Bah! And you won't let us eat? Senior is here to save us. You're dead. The people from the Yaolin sect laughed at him, unwilling to be outdone. Chapter 966, Abandoned Again, 1, That's right. With Senior coming to save us, you're nothing. The people from the Yaoling sect all looked at the giant octopus arrogantly. Now that the seniors were here, this octopus actually dared to be so arrogant. Just wait to be punished by senior. Senior? Are you saying that the one standing is your senior? When the big octopus looked at Xiao Changtian, a faint smile appeared on its face. Are you sure you're talking about that person? The big octopus face was filled with disdain. That person was clearly just a mortal. He did not know if these people were crazy or what, but they actually thought that a mortal would come and save him. It was simply ridiculous. Damn it! What are these guys talking about me for? How can I deal with this giant octopus? Xiao Changtian panicked when he heard their words. Damn it, he had to deal with such a huge octopus. Did these people from the Yaoling sect want him dead? Looking at the big octopus in front of him, it seemed to be very strong. He was just a piece of trash. How could he deal with him? The Mermaid King from the beginning was obviously unreliable, so he had asked the system to check. However, the giant octopus in front of him was obviously powerful. He didn't even need to check to know that this giant octopus would definitely be able to destroy him. Humph. If you know that senior is here, hurry up and let us go. Be careful that senior doesn't reveal himself to you later. At this moment, Yao Yin shouted at the giant octopus. No, I can't. You must have mistaken me for someone else. However, after Yao Yin said that, Xiao Changtian immediately smiled at the giant octopus. What? Senior. You. What do you mean? The people of the Yaoling sect had not expected Xiao Changtian to say such words. Immediately, their faces revealed an incredulous expression. Ha ha ha, do you really think this mortal can save you? You guys are too naive. The big octopus was also surprised by Xiao Changshan's reaction. It didn't expect him to be so perceptive. I'm sorry, sect master of the Jadeite sect. He'll definitely come back to save you. After Xiao Changtian finished speaking to the sect master of the Yaoling sect, he immediately ran into the distance. The speed was so fast that no one expected it. Zong. Sect master, so I've been abandoned again? Yao Yin looked at Xiao Changshan's departing figure in a daze. What did senior mean by this? Shoo. Since senior said that he would come back to save us, he must have his own plans. Although the Grandmaster of the Majestic Jade sect was also very confused, she still found an excuse for Xiao Changtian. After all, how could someone with senior's strength lie to them? Damn it, he actually ran so fast. He's just a mortal. He's not worth my time. The octopus looked at Xiao Changshan's back with disdain. I wonder where that expert is. Please don't let me meet you again. On the other side, Xiao Changtian quickly ran back to where he came from. How is it, senior? Have you found them? Seeing Xiao Changtian running over in such a hurry, the merfolk present looked at him with some doubt and asked. Aya, don't mention it. Hurry up and help save them. Xiao Changtian looked at them and panted. What? Senior, what's going on? You want us to save them? These mermaids looked at Xiao Changtian with confusion. Senior, what are you doing? Saving people? Could it be that they were stronger than Xiao Changtian? Moreover, if it was something that even the seniors couldn't handle, they wouldn't have the confidence to handle it either. A giant octopus has attacked the people of the Yaoling sect. The situation is very urgent now. Even if these mermaids were weak, they were still stronger than him. If these mermen could deal with the big octopus, they would definitely have a higher chance of winning than him. Princess, what do you think senior means by this? Could the giant octopus be as strong as the Mermaid King? The Mermaid Grand Elder followed behind Xiao Changtian and asked in confusion. Great Elder, you're really old. Can't you see Senior Lien's meaning? The Mermaid Princess shook her head and sighed. Isn't Senior clearly testing us? What? Test us? You mean, Senior has always been worried about us? When the great elder heard the mermaid princess words, he immediately revealed a look of realization. What else is possible? At the beginning, our attitude was so bad. It was good enough that Senior didn't make a move on us. We must complete this test well. The mermaid princess knew that her senior wouldn't ask them for help for no reason. With Senior's strength, let alone a giant octopus, there was no way he would be able to do it. Even 10 giant octopuses could be easily taken down. After all, even Senior could easily deal with an expert like the Mermaid King. Not long after, Xiao Changtian brought these people to the place where they were just now. Shoo! Look, that big octopus is right in front of us. Can you help us lure it away? I'll go save the people from the Yaoling sect then. Xiao Changtian whispered to them. The octopus looked so terrifying that even Xiao Changtian couldn't help but get goosebumps. He just didn't know if these mermaids could deal with him. If these mermaids couldn't deal with him, then there was no need to mention him. The test that Senior gave us has arrived. Although that giant octopus strength is not very strong, we must take it seriously. After Xiao Changtian left, the mermaid princess said to them seriously. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Originally, they thought that it was some powerful demon beast that made Senior so panicked. In the end, it turned out to be a giant octopus from Glory Sect. Although they did not know why those humans were tied up by such a big octopus, it was not difficult for them to deal with this octopus. Sect Master, the seniors are here again. Just like that, the people of the Yaoling sect once again saw Xiao Changtian secretly running over from afar. Don't worry. This time, I've found help. Xiao Changtian quietly walked to their side, took out a kitchen knife, and chopped at the black things on their bodies. On the other side, the merfolk all responded to Xiao Changshan's request and started to deal with the octopus seriously. In a short while, the giant octopus was subdued by these mermaids. One had to know that just the mermaid Grand Elder's strength had already reached the Glory sect, and there were other mermaids. The giant octopus quickly lost its ability to fight back. Chapter 967, Wait for Death, 1, Ding. The system has issued a random quest, find the secret of the mermaid race. Reward, amount. Just as Xiao Changtian had rescued everyone from the majestic sect, the system's voice suddenly rang out. Whoa! It had been a long time since he had issued a mission. What was going on? Xiao Changtian was a little confused. This system was always so surprised. Host, do you want to know why? The system smiled at Xiao Changtian. Stop wasting time. Tell me quickly. He did not know what the system was up to. I won't tell you. You motherf asterisk cur. Ding. Detected that the host has attacked the system verbally. The system's spirit has suffered serious damage. 10 crystals will be deducted from the host. Xiao Changtian almost spat out a mouthful of blood when he heard the system's words. He didn't know why the system had become such a dog. He actually learned to deduct his crystal points directly. This was worse than taking his life. I hope the host won't do it again. Your mother, so cute. Xiao Changtian forced these words out of his mouth. Very good, this system will spare you this time. Senior, why aren't you speaking? At this moment, the people from the Yaoling sect looked at Xiao Changtian strangely. They didn't know why Xiao Changtian was standing there without moving. They shouted several times but it didn't work. I was just thinking about something. Let's go and see what's going on over there first. Xiao Changtian noticed that these people were staring at him, so he immediately changed the topic. Senior, what do you think of this giant octopus? When the mermaid princess saw Xiao Changtian slowly walking over, she immediately became very serious. The seniors must be here to inspect their results now. They didn't know if they could pass this test. Very good. Looking at the big octopus that was tied up, Xiao Changtian nodded in satisfaction. These people were really powerful. As expected of the mermaid race's patriarch who had chosen them to come to the forbidden area with him. Such a terrifying octopus was dealt with in such a short time. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the mermaid princess and the others looked relieved. It seemed that the merfolk had passed the test. Oh. Woo. Oh. However, at this moment, the big octopus that was tied up kept wriggling. Bah! How dare you merfolk collude with humans so brazenly? Aren't you afraid of retribution from humans? The big octopus looked at everyone present angrily. Shut up! You have no right to speak in this place. At this moment, the people from the Yaoling sect looked at the giant octopus and said loudly. They had finally experienced the feeling of turning over a new leaf. Therefore, when they saw the octopus being so arrogant even though it was tied up, the people of the Yaoling sect had to laugh at it no matter what. Just you wait. You people won't have a good ending. That's right. I'll call the king over now. When the time comes, none of you can escape. After the big fish angrily said this to these people, it quickly whistled towards the top. What the hell, what did that damn octopus call me for? The mermaid king, who was shivering in his cave, said impatiently when he heard the voice. Because of Xiao Changshan's power, the mermaid king didn't even dare to step out of his door. But it sounds quite urgent. I'd better hurry and take a look. After all, they were the only living creatures in the entire forbidden area. He couldn't get out now. If the octopus was in danger, he would be the only one left in the forbidden area. Humph. Just you wait. The king is coming to save me. However, Xiao Changtian didn't pay attention to what the octopus was saying. He just talked to the mermaid princess. Princess, since you are the princess of the mermaid race, you should know a lot about the history of the mermaid race, right? Since the system had given him this mission, Xiao Changtian had to put his heart into it. Moreover, he had lost 10 crystal points for this. 10 crystal points. That was a whole million gold coins. Who wouldn't feel heartache? Senior, of course, since I am the princess of the mermaid race, I must know the history of our mermaid race very well. The mermaid princess was extremely excited. Senior asked this question. Could it be that Senior is going to help their mermaid race return to glory? On the other side, Yao Li quietly walked behind the mermaid's second elder and asked in a low voice. Second elder, why is he still standing there? Ah! To be honest, Yao Li had indeed given second elder quite a fright. You brat! What are you doing? Then, the second elder quickly reacted and looked at him fiercely. Second elder, didn't you say that I would be at ease if I left this matter to you? Why was he completely fine now? Yao Li was very angry. She had spent so much effort, but Xiao Changtian was still alive. I advise you to stop this matter. Repent and be saved. After the second elder finished speaking to him, he no longer paid attention to Yao Li. After hearing this, Yao Li was about to explode from anger. The second elder, whom he had spent so much effort to rope in, had actually betrayed him now. How about this, Senior? I'll tell you in detail when we get back. The mermaid princess, who was about to tell Xiao Changtian, suddenly thought of something and smiled at Xiao Changtian. Right, he could use the excuse of telling Senior about history to let Senior stay here for a few more days. At that time, the mermaid race would be the one to benefit. Alright, after all, this place is not suitable for discussion. At this moment, the mermaid king walked over aggressively. Damn it, which bastard dares to attack an octopus? The mermaid king saw from afar that he was finally tied up here, so he could no longer hold back his anger. Ha ha, great king! The king has come to save me. Just wait to be finished. The octopus looked excitedly at the mermaid king who was walking over aggressively. Octopus. Ben Wang will dash. However, before the mermaid king could finish his sentence, he saw Xiao Changtian standing at the side. Instantly, the mermaid king's pupils contracted to the size of a needle, and his entire body trembled violently. How did he? Why is that human still here? What should he do? What should he do? That person must have heard what he said just now. No. He had better run quickly. Chapter 968, Chapter 972, I am a willful, this king will leave after taking a look at you. The mermaid king was still there. By the time the giant octopus reacted, it had already disappeared. No, I'm not. No. Sigh. Great king. Please save me. The giant octopus had never thought that its king would have such a reaction. Right, the king had warned him from the start to be careful of an expert who had come to the forbidden area. Now, the king had returned in fear. Could it be that the expert was right in front of him? Haha. This giant octopus was really funny. He didn't expect to be slapped in the face this time. The giant octopus reaction made the people of the Yaoling sect laugh so hard that they could hardly breathe. Since this octopus is so good at harming people, they'll capture it and let you guard the door. Xiao Changtian looked at the octopus and shook his head helplessly. The giant octopus looked at the situation in front of him and understood. The so-called expert was the mortal he looked down on in the beginning. No wonder those people said that person was their senior. He was really blind. Now that even the mermaid king was so afraid of him, he would definitely lose his life if he continued to overestimate himself and attack. Thus, the octopus did not dare to disobey Xiao Changshan's orders. Looking at Xiao Changtian, the giant octopus didn't even dare to breathe. At that time, in the mermaid race, the two envoys stood in the mermaid tribe's main hall and examined the mermaid tribe chief. Mermaid tribe leader, you have 3 days to hand over all the offerings. If you can't do it in 3 days, you know the consequences. These two envoys were from the East Sea altar. The mermaid tribe wasn't the only tribe in the entire Eastern Sea, but the other tribes lived in seclusion. Therefore, if it wasn't for the creatures of the Eastern Sea, they wouldn't even know of their existence. And inside this altar were the seniors of the various races in the East Sea. But, emissary, didn't you say that we only needed to pay 500 gold coins? How did it rise to 5,000 now? The mermaid race patriarch looked at them with a troubled expression. Over the years, these two envoys had become more and more demanding of offerings. Moreover, the merfolk lived in the sea all year round and did not need gold coins at all. Now, these two envoys wanted him to take out so many at once. The mermaid race patriarch was also in a difficult position. We don't care how you get the gold coins. The price of the offerings has increased. If you can't get it out in 3 days, just wait for us to come again. The two messengers snorted coldly at the mermaid race patriarch and disappeared. Damn it! Where am I going to find so many gold coins for them? The mermaid race patriarch said angrily after seeing the two of them disappear. These two envoys were getting more and more arrogant. Did they think that he was the envoy of the East Sea altar? The two envoys were very excited on the way back. Ha ha ha, I can get a lot of money again this time. At that time, the two of US brothers can go to the human world to have a good time. Ha ha ha, yes, but we can't continue like this. Those merfolk are all very smart. If we continue like this, they might rebel at any time. Then what should we do? Could it be that they dared to ignore the altar of the East Sea? I have an idea, and that is to pay attention to our East Sea altar team. It would be best if he could get an ancestor or something. The two envoys were deep in thought on the way. Right, I remember that in the mermaid tribe's forbidden land, there was an octopus patriarch with the strength of a sage sect. Although I don't know how he became a patriarch with such strength, he is indeed the #1 patriarch. At this moment, a messenger thought of something and said slowly. With such an old ancestor, I don't believe that the mermaids would dare to rebel. Good idea. Therefore, the two of them hit it off. They planned to go to the mermaid tribe 3 days later to ask for gold coins and look for Patriarch Octopus. On the other side, Xiao Changtian brought the people behind him back to the mermaid tribe. Senior, I didn't expect you to return so soon. The mermaid tribe leader was very surprised. He did not expect that all the people who went in this time would come out. Mermaid clan leader, it's just a little scary in the beginning. There's basically nothing scary in the later stages. Xiao Changtian smiled at the mermaid tribe chief. The reason why the mermaid race felt that it was terrifying was definitely because the mermaid race was not used to the environment and their bodies would show all kinds of symptoms. Although the mermaid clan leader didn't show any reaction on the surface, he was shocked. Not only did he bring the people behind him out safely, but he also said that the forbidden area was not terrifying at all. Just how powerful was he? Wait. You guys, then why is there such a big octopus behind it? The mermaid tribe chief was shocked and he saw the giant octopus in the distance. Then, that seemed to be their mermaid clan's patriarch octopus. How could this be? Why was he tied up like this? Perhaps the other merfolk didn't know what the octopus was? He was the chief of the mermaid race, and he was very clear about it. Their family tree clearly recorded the octopus patriarch. That octopus is doing so much evil in the forbidden land. It's better to catch it and let your mermaid race guard the door. Xiao Changtian saw the reaction of the mermaid clan leader and knew. The mermaid tribe chief had never seen such a big octopus before, or else he wouldn't have such a big reaction. Here. To guard the door for our mermaid race. The chief of the mermaid race looked at Xiao Changtian, swallowing his saliva. That's right. You can't just roast it and eat it, right? Besides, he couldn't start a fire in the sea. If he could, Xiao Changtian really wanted to roast this octopus. Such a big octopus would definitely be enjoyable to eat. After the octopus heard Xiao Changshan's words, its body trembled violently again. That expert actually wanted to roast him at first. It was simply too terrifying. No, from now on, he must listen to the words of the expert. If the expert was unhappy, he might really roast him and eat him. Right, big octopus, you are willing to guard the door for the mermaid race, right? Xiao Changtian shouted at the giant octopus when he saw the mermaid clan leader panicking. He had taken the mermaid race's spirit tree seed, so there was nothing to compensate them. This octopus looked fierce and could help the mermaid race maintain their reputation. Yes. That's right. I volunteered. I volunteered to guard the mermaid tribe. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the octopus did not dare to act rashly and immediately replied loudly. Ha! Ha, that's great. The mermaid race patriarch was so shocked that his jaw almost fell off. Chapter 969, A Painting, 1, Oh right, although I've already gotten what I wanted, I still have something to ask you, mermaid race leader. Xiao Changshan's expression turned serious. I don't deserve it, I don't deserve it. If you have any questions, just ask them directly. The mermaid tribe leader was a little confused. Why would someone as omnipotent as Senior ask him for advice? That's right, I want to know more about the history of your mermaid tribe. Xiao Changtian had wanted to ask the mermaid princess, but now that they were out, the mermaid clan leader would definitely know more than her. The history of the mermaid race? Hearing this question, the mermaid tribe leader was stunned. What does Senior mean by asking this question? Could it be that Senior is interested in our mermaid race? How about this? Senior, come in and talk slowly. After all, the history of the mermaid race could not be explained in just a few sentences. Wait a minute, sect master of the Jadeite sect. I still have some unfinished business with the mermaid tribe. Since you want to go back and save them, hurry up. Xiao Changtian was prepared to follow the mermaid race patriarch in and listen to the story. However, he remembered that the people from the Yaolin sect who came with him wanted to save him, so he immediately said, "Good senior, we will leave immediately." How could the sect master not know what senior meant? It must be because it was inconvenient for senior to tell them what he wanted to do. Therefore, they knew what was good for them and left quickly. Yao Li looked at Xiao Changtian angrily. He had not accomplished anything on this trip. Just like that, Xiao Changtian followed the mermaid tribe's patriarch to the mermaid tribe's main hall after sending off the people from the majestic Jade sect. Senior, the history of our mermaid race might be a little long. It's okay. I'm not in a hurry now. After all, he had already obtained this spirit tree seed. Moreover, the system's mission did not have any time limit. As long as the mermaid clan leader told them about their history, the system's mission would be completed. Millions of years ago, the creatures of the Eastern Sea were on good terms with the people of the human world. However, one day, humans suddenly attacked the races of the Eastern Sea like crazy. At that time, the ancestors of our mermaid race used all their strength to protect our mermaid race. Just like that, the mermaid clan leader talked to Xiao Changtian for a long time. I didn't expect that your mermaid race would encounter such ups and downs. Xiao Changtian sighed. It seemed that it was not easy for the merfolk to survive until now. System, how is it? Is the mission complete? Ding. It doesn't count. Are you playing with me? The mermaid race patriarch had said so much from the beginning. You say this doesn't count? Xiao Changtian was so angry that he almost laughed. The system had said that it wanted him to understand the history of the mermaid race. Now that he had told her everything he knew, the system actually said that it did not count. If the system says it doesn't count, then it doesn't count. The system ignored Xiao Changshan's complaints. Chief of the mermaid race, are you hiding something from me? Xiao Changtian took a deep breath and pondered for a moment before asking the mermaid race patriarch. As expected. His little trick couldn't be hidden from senior. Although he had told them the history of the mermaid race from the beginning to the end. However, there was one key thing that he had not mentioned. The true history of the mermaid race could only be found in the altar of the East Sea. This was because the altar in the East Sea was very mysterious and powerful. Therefore, the mermaid tribe chief didn't tell anyone about that place. He didn't expect senior to know about that place long ago. He must have wanted to see his attitude from the beginning. He really made a mistake. He actually thought that he could hide it from senior. Senior, I'm really sorry. I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have hidden it from you. But that place is too mysterious. It's not easy to ask. The mermaid race patriarch realized his mistake and immediately apologized to Xiao Changtian. So what? Just say it. As expected, I was wondering why the system didn't say anything. So this kid had something else he didn't tell me. Hearing Xiao Changshan's tone, the mermaid clan leader didn't expect Xiao Changtian to forgive him so quickly. He instantly felt even more sorry for senior. Senior, that place is called the East Sea Altar. Only there is a complete record of the history of our mermaid race. However, that place is more than 10 times more terrifying than our mermaid race's forbidden land. If that place wasn't so terrifying, the mermaid tribe leader wouldn't have been so humble as to offer sacrifices to the two envoys. Because it was said that there was a 10,000-year-old demon inside. Every few days, that 10,000-year-old demon would collect many sacrifices. However, as long as they could hand over the offerings, that 10,000-year-old demon would not do anything to them. However, for some reason, that 10,000-year-old demon actually wanted an envoy to collect gold coins. Could it be that the 10,000-year-old monster was a pie show? Are you going to eat gold coins? TSK. Ah, TSK. Who's talking bad about me behind my back? When Renyu clan leader thought of this, the pie show behind Xiao Changtian sneezed twice. I didn't expect you to have such a place. I thought the East Sea was the world of the human race. Xiao Changtian nodded. It seemed that he had to make a trip to that place. Senior, it's so hard for you to go to the forbidden area. Why don't you rest for 2 days in our mermaid race before going? The mermaid princess said immediately. Senior will definitely go to the East Sea altar. They wanted to use this time to curry favor with their seniors. I didn't expect these people to be so enthusiastic. I'm embarrassed to reject them. Xiao Changtian smiled as he sat in the bedroom he had arranged for himself. Do. Bam. At this moment, there was a knock on the door. Senior, are you still awake? The mermaid princess voice came from the door. Princess, why are you here? Xiao Changtian immediately opened the door and welcomed the mermaid princess in. Senior, this is a gift from my father. You must accept it. The mermaid princess took out a huge red pearl. Sigh, it seems that these people have put in a lot of effort. This pearl seems to be very precious to them. How can I accept this? He had already taken away their spirit tree seeds, so he was too embarrassed to ask for anything else. It was over. Could it be that Senior doesn't like this life recovery pearl? However, this was the thing they could take out the most. In an instant, Mermaid Princess' face turned aggrieved and she looked like she was about to cry. Alright. In that case, I'll accept it. Xiao Changtian couldn't bear to see these women cry as if he had done something wrong. In return, I'll give you a painting. You're tuning into the Han Li's Wuxia Adventures YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.